Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to explain about normalization in SQL Server. So this is very important concept in the view of interview. Okay. Even while working, we have to follow the normalization concept also. So first, what is normalization? It is the process of organizing data to minimize data redundancy, which in turn ensure data consistency. So very simple, we do use normalization just to organize data, okay, to minimize data redundancy. What is the meaning? Normalize rule divide larger table into smaller table and link them using relationship. Just example, we have a one table where we have a sale information as well as product information as well as customer information. Like in one table we have all the information. So instead of keeping all the information in one table, what we do, we will separate the customer data in a separate table, we will separate the product data in a different table, and then we'll create a one relationship between all this table. Okay, the purpose of normalization in SQL is to eliminate redundant data and ensure data is stored logically. So first, what is the problem of data redundancy? Okay, disk space wastage, data inconsistency, DML query can become slow. So these kind of problem we may have if we have a redundant data in our database or in table. So how to do normalization? So we have a three normal form. First is the data in each column should be atomic. Okay, in the first, this like all these 3 points relate to first normal form. The data in each column should be atomic. What does it mean? It means simply like here we can see movies rented. So in movies rented column we have a two movie, Pirates of the Caribbean, Clash of Titan. So in this column we have two value, but atomic means like in this movie rented column we should have only one value, Pirate of Caribbean, Clash of Titan should be in another row. So in a one row we should have one movie name and another movie name should be in next row. So it means this is not in normal form, it's not atomic. So this is violating the first normal form rule. Okay, the table does not contain any repeating column. So table must not have any repeating column. Like just example, here I have a full name, so maybe again I have one column which is keeping the full name. So we should not have this kind of column, like column which have a same data. Okay, identify each record uniquely using primary key. So we must have some primary key in the table which we can use to identify each row uniquely. If we don't have a unique row, like we are not able to identify unique row, means we have some duplicate data. Now let's convert this data into normal form. So as I explained, these two should be in different row. So we can see when I convert it into normal form for Janet Jones, Pirate of Caribbean. Again for Janet Jones, Class of Titan. Okay, and this data is unique because if we consider all four column, we can see 1 2 3 1 2 3. Due to this value, this row, due to this Class of Titan value, this row is completely different from first row. So now we have converted into first normal form only. Okay, now let's go to the second normal form and see the condition. The table met all the condition of first normal form. It means before converting the table into second normal form, we have to check whether table meets all condition of first normal form or not. So now we have a first normal form data, this data. Now we have to check whether this data meets condition of second normal form or not. If it's not, then we will convert this. Okay, now convert above table into second normal form. Okay, so we have seen like we have the name Janet Jones, Janet Johns, Robert Field with different movie rentals. Okay, but we didn't have any of the primary key of or any relation. Okay, now to convert this table into second normal form, move redundant table into separate table. So let's see what are the thing here redundant. Okay, so first we can see we have name and our address. Okay, and then movie rented, then salvation. Okay, so by seeing this we can think like full name, my address, and salutation. This is person information, but movie is not a person information. Okay, so we can separate this movie information into another table. Okay, and we can create a one id column that will create a relation between this two separated table. Just example, I have created one table for person information. So here we have seen like Janet Jones is repeating two times, Robert Phil is repeating two times. So when I created a separate table, now we have removed the redundancy. So we have Janet Jones, its address, salutation, and member ID. Okay, same for Robert Field. Okay, and the name is same, but this Robert Field is different because it has different address, and we have a unique ID, membership ID. Now, to make a relation with the movies information, I just created one more table. Okay, where I have movie rented name, and how does it relate with this table based on membership ID. So Pirates of Caribbean is related to Janet Jones, and Jones have ID 1. Same Class of Titan is related to Janet Jones, and Jones have membership ID 1. So for both we have given a membership ID 1. Same for Forgetting Sarah Marshall, it's related to Robert Phil, and the Robert Phil have ID 2. So here we given ID 2. Same for this one, Robert Phil, we have ID 2. So we given ID 2, and same for this one, ID 3, we given ID 3. So we just separated the table and created a relationship so we can join these two data. Now when you see this data, we can see, yeah, this two table is looking far better than this combined table. Now next is third normal form. So meet all the condition of first and second normal form, then does not contain column that are not fully dependent on primary key or transitive functional dependency. Both meaning are same. So we should not keep any of the column which does not depend directly on primary key. So here we have membership ID is the primary key, but when we check the salutation, we can see this depends upon name, not ID. So we can separate any of the transitive functional dependency column. So we just make one more separate column, solution ID 1 2 3 4. So we know we have some limited number of like Mr., Mrs., Doctor, engineer, like that. So for every kind of salutation we created one ID, and if any salutation belongs to any of the member, we will assign that ID. Like if we assigned ID 2, it means Mrs. If we assign ID 4 it to anyone, it means his or her salutation is doctor. So this is third normal form, and I think this is the third normal form is more than enough to work on any of the database and to remove redundancy data from any of the database or table. So this is all about normal form normalization in SQL Server or any of the database. And again, I just want to repeat, this is very important topic to work on database and for interview also. Thank you.